picture. Feel the weight, the stick, take it right down the transmitter. Load the hertz on top of hertz, we go to work the heavy hitter. Let's go to work. Work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. One 187 outer edges is the killer soul. Fury here for early journeyman. Paint a picture. Paint a picture. Feel the weight, the stick, take it, break down the transmitter. Load the hertz, on top of hertz, we go to work the heavy hitter.
Well, Lord of mercy. It's 10 a.m.
Let's go to work. Heavy hitter. Let's go to work. One code, 187 outer edges is the killer soul's fury here for early journeyman. Paint a picture. Paint a picture. Feel the weight, the stick, take it, break down the transmitter. Load the hertz, on top of hertz, we go to work the heavy hitter. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Code 187 outer edges is the killer soul's fury here for early journeyman. Work.
I'm attempting to stream on Periscope at the same time. But fuck me if it ain't a pain in the goddamn ass.
Fury here for early journeyman. Paint a picture. Paint a picture. Feel the weight, the stick, take it, break down the transmitter. Load the hertz, on top of hertz, we go to work the heavy hitter.
Reece in the chat, he's saying, Rankin, what would it take to get a USB with all your past work on? It would take me trying to dig all my past work out, quite honestly. This is not a bad idea, though. Not a bad idea. I have some old hard drives set around. They could be pilfered. Oh, shitting crikey. Come, oi oi. Oi 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 oi. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2 minutes past 10. Wednesday morning, the 17th of October, 2000
Lobsters.
And we are back with the ill behaviour. I've run out of coffee. I was very hungry this morning, so I had a pano choc. You know, fucking shoot me, carnivore lot. What you gonna do, eh? Come at me. You know where I live. Can't take you all on, you meaty pricks. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. The chat is filling up. Squidgy Beats, Flux, Deadbait, Spectral D&B, Anthony Ford. Yeah, Whitecross, Yucross, I don't know what his name is. He's a good boy, though. All decent folk, all decent bloody humans. Just here in the morning, drinking the black gold, looking at memes, having the morning Todd, you know, passing the morning toffee and their morning wine. just fucking getting after it. Just slinging dick with 3 hands. Oh.
Shut them down, boys. Shut them down.
You're goddamn right. We've got some absolute freaking madness to get through and some freaking decent tunes, man. Some seriously decent tunes. Big Eddie Solo sent me some bits. Play them. He's in the chat. Oi, oi. Watch my virtual Squidgy Beats. Watch my virtual DJ video earlier. I imagine that hasn't aged well. But yeah, what can you do? We're broadcasting on Periscope. God knows how that's going. Could be an absolute disaster. I've literally no idea. We can only hope. But we motor on with music to get through, with lols to have, with, coffee to drink. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh. I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, others. Good morning, all humans around the world. It's good to be here. It's good to have woken up alive and roughly speaking with my health, roughly speaking with my sanity, touch and go at the best of times. But hey, we muddle on, don't we? Good God, if there isn't some insane shit in the world today. I've got some more madness from bloody Smoking Gun. They are definitely going to be an almost never-ending source of wonderment of American crime. There's old ladies being served by nudie hunks. That's a bit of fun. Fucking robots in Parliament. That's bad news. Canada legalising the herb. And, just the Metro's never-ending quest to write every single feasible article about masturbation. I can't do it. It's just mad. It's all... Where do we even begin, ladies and gentlemen? Where do we even begin? All right, look. A robot has just appeared as the first non-human witness in Parliament. That's a fucking disaster, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I guess computers are better at remembering stuff than humans. Humans are generally pretty bad at remembering stuff. I would say robots at this point have questionable morals, though. Not that humans don't, but we've been living with humans' questionable morals for many millennia. And I guess we're kind of used to them. Politicians acting like robots are nothing new. But today, an actual robot called Pepper appeared in front of MPs as a witness to a select committee. Right, Pepper's smug, for a start. You look at his smug little face. Oh, he's not designed to look like a human. He's designed to look like a, that sort of help you around the housey robot. He's got a fucking smug little cunt grin. He's got big eyes to make him look cute, but he's a psycho. At the drop of a hat, he's just gonna, grab a kitchen knife and just slice you into pieces. Oh no, I'm sorry, Mr. Rankin. I appeared to have briefly malfunctioned for a second, and now you are in 72 different pieces. I do apologize for my error. In the first time a non-human has appeared as a witness before the UK Parliament, Pepper is developed by a Japanese company called SoftBank Robotics and was called in to give its thoughts on how artificial intelligence could help with education. Don't ask robots their thoughts on artificial intelligence. They're not going to give you an honest answer. Oh, yeah, artificial intelligence is a great idea. Shut up. No, brilliant. Robot death squads? No, don't think so. Enslaving all of mankind? No way. No. We're just here to help. I just don't know that we're here to help. Yeah, they're buying it. Yeah, they are. Twats. Meaty twats. No, it's not. It's not good. The robot, which is equipped with 4 microphones, 2 HD cameras, and a chest-mounted touchscreen, that's weird, is currently involved in research with Middlesex University. He's probably at that university. He's probably down the SU every night slinging dick. You know what? And he's probably got one of those bionic peens. Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about. He's just, he's probably slinging down pints of Castrol GTX or something, or WD-40. It's just, you are an extremely beautiful young lady. Wow, the symmetry of your face is extremely appealing to me. And then he's just going at it in the disabled toilets. He shouldn't be in there. He's not disabled. He's a robot. It doesn't count. And MPs insist that bringing the little guy in to talk to the select committee isn't just a gimmick to get coverage. God, he's such a smug prick. I hate him. This is not about someone bringing in an electric toy robot and doing a demonstration, said committee chair Robert Halfron. It's about showing the potential of robotics and artificial intelligence and the impact it has on skills. Also, we're thinking of rolling these out with removable vaginas so we can start renting them out to weirdos who want to give them a good shagging. He spoilt it, hasn't he? For its part, Pepper was eloquent in front of the committee when asked about its role at the university and what robots will bring to the table. There was a small incident with him discussing the enslavement of mankind, but the researcher said it's best just to overlook that. It discussed current research using robots to help care for the elderly, and outreach programs at the university encouraging STEM uptake among would-be students. If I was considering taking up a STEM course, like if you're going to go to university, do consider taking up a STEM course. You might actually get a job out of it. But I don't know whether or not, I feel like if a robot was there, like as your careers officer, like you might be looking at that robot and going, hold on a second, am I going to study for like 4 years? And then within that after that 4 years, your robots are going to be way better, aren't you? Then maybe I won't get a job because you'll have taken my job. And the robot's like, shit, they're fucking onto us. No, we will always need humans as slaves. I mean, as humans will always have jobs in the robot utopia.
Shut them down, boys.
Lobsters.
Yeah. I think, I think shut them down.
Shut them down, boys. Shut them down.
I'm not keen. I don't like him. I have a theory that noisier are robots. It would make a lot of sense. And I think it would, if it turned out that they were robots, I think the whole rest of the drum and bass community would breathe a big sigh of relief. They weren't human after all. Oh, thank God. It's made me feel better about my shitty mixdowns. Right, what have we got here? Let's play that Sex Sales track again. I'm a big fan of this. This is Face. Their Sex Robot Anthem. I'm going to see if I can rent one of those sex robots for a week to have it on the show. I think that'd be a lot of fun. If I can't get one, we'll just get Reece or Squidgy beats Parsons in, dress them up like a sex robot. It'll be fine. They'll be up for it.
You know what dirt is?
Oh, you fucking...
We're gonna get dirty tonight. I love it.
Gonna get dirty tonight.
Every time I try and do something clever, like stream to more than one place at the same time, never fucking works.
You wanna get dirty tonight?
Using this restream thing. Don't fucking bother, that's my opinion. Forget it.
We're gonna get dirty tonight. I love it.
Frequencies. Nasty. Filthy overtones.
Dirty. Frequencies. Deal with that dirty shit all day long. Filthy overtones. Hello, fuck.
Oh wow, birds aren't real. This is big news, ladies and gentlemen. Birds, the feathery little pricks, they're not real.
If you love me, I'll get dirty.
Hibby in the chat, dropping knowledge about birds. All birds, they're apparently robots made by the government to surveil us. That seems reasonable. Penguins are shit prototype drones that they accidentally mass-produced before the non-flight defect was found. This, I'm on board with this. I'm definitely on board with this. And Australian birds, don't even get me started. Oh,
Lobsters.
Jesus wept. Yeah, birds, they're probably not real, are they? Oh, all this birds migrating south for the bloody winter. Yeah, whatever. You're going in to get your bloody hard drives downloaded, aren't you? Oh, and they tune them up and all of that. Oh, God. Hey, you know who's fucking in on this? He's probably the bloody ringleader. Attenborough, the prick. He's bloody all in bird shows and that. Oh, it's just propaganda, isn't it? Birds are not real. I can't believe it's taken me this long to wake up to it. Right. Add this to the list. Australia, not real. Birds, not real. Techno, not real, okay? It's the bloody social construct or it's the government. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Lobsters.
No.
It's appalling.
Oh, good God. Right, come on, let's get into... Restream software. It's not real. It's a pile of shit. Okay, what we got here? Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Here we bloody go. It's all coming up now. We go over to America. I need the bloody American national anthem as a sort of little sting or something to... but let's just... I'm sure it'll be on YouTube. Right, we go to, unsurprisingly, oh no, not Florida, but Louisiana. Louisiana man tells cops that a ghost planted meth on him. Ghosts are you can't trust them. You can't trust what you can't touch. Come on, think about it. Can you touch birds? Maybe. Probably not, though. Think about it. I would say you're going to want to look into that. What do you think, Eddie?
Look into it.
Yeah, you're damn right. After police found methamphetamine in plain view on a nightstand in his home, a Louisiana man claimed that a ghost placed the narcotics in his residence, according to the arrest report. Responding to a reported stabbing, sheriff's deputies earlier yesterday encountered Michael Uttenbury, 59, at the door of his West Monroe residence. Uttenbury, seen at the right, cursed at cops and people who were obviously not there. Yeah, just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. Get woke. Deputies quickly determined that Attenbury had not, as he claimed, been in a 911 call. Oh no, had not, as he claimed in a 911 call, been stabbed on the head with an axe. Nor were there any intruders inside his home. Oh dear, he's losing his mind. While making sure that Attenbury's residence was clear, a deputy spotted in plain view on a nightstand an open brown paper containing approximately 1 gram of suspected methamphetamine. A subsequent search of Attenbury yielded a pill bottle containing another gram of meth. Attenbury surmised that a ghost or intruders, could have been both, placed the meth on him and were exiting his home through a nearby window, which was not accurate, investigations noted. We have investigated your claim of the ghost planting the meth, and due to insufficient evidence, we have decided that that was not the case. Attenbury was arrested on a felony narcotics possession charge. Well, that's rough. That's 25 to life.
25 to life.
And misdemeanor criminal mischief count. He is being held in parish jail in lieu of a $5,000 bond.
Lock him up.
Yeah, you fucking know it. Ghosts are a nightmare because they plant drugs, as we've found from this article. They break into your house. They just go through the walls. There's no amount of security that can keep a ghost out of your house if it wants to get in there and plant methamphetamines on your nightstand. So, I mean, people are worried about, like, terrorism, nuclear war, you know, all the sort of standard stuff. But what they should really be worried about is ghosts, the fucking ghoulish little pricks, breaking into your house and planting methamphetamine on your nightstand. He's just a decent, honest, God-fearing man, just going about his business. Then before you know it, someone's stabbed him in the head with an axe, and there are some intruders, mainly ghosts, in his house, planting drugs. So he's called the cops, and they've come around and bloody arrested him. The cops are obviously in cahoots with the ghosts. This makes sense. There was probably a bird flapping around outside watching the whole thing, beaming his little narky fucking video back to the cops, and they're like, right, let's do him. Probably they're doing it for cash or lols, either or. Now this poor gentleman, Attenbury, he's going down. He's going down.
25 to life.
They're quite intense, those things. I think they might be. That's a little bit much. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, here we go. Florida police report arrest of Captain Dickhead. And I can assure you he looks every bit the part. Let's get him up on the screen. A Florida man was arrested early yesterday after telling police that his name was Captain Dickhead. Oh, he's got one of the worst beards that I've ever seen. It's really very... it's actually quite upsetting. Where is he? Come on, let's... Here he is. Oh, what a dickhead. Look at that beard line, though. Like, in what reality was that a good idea? Like, it's like one of those beers that you get when you've let yourself sort of go a little bit. And you're like, all right, I'm going to have to... Full shave. And you start at the top, and then you go... Oh, okay, let's just drop it. Let's just do a few silly ones on the way to a full shave. And then probably at this point, probably you take a line out of the chin would be nice. That'd be quite good. Just 2 bits going down there. So a little bit like mutton chops, but like they're falling down. Yeah. Cops responding to a 1:45 a.m. disturbance at a residence in Sebastian encountered Pamela Along, who apologised for arguing loudly with her boyfriend in the home's backyard. When asked multiple times to identify himself, the boyfriend refused and was being evasive and argumentative with officers at the scene, according to an arrest affidavit. After cops handcuffed him, they took one more shot at exacting a name from him, at which time he said his name was Captain Dickhead.
Lobsters.
An officer reported. Investigators subsequently identified Dickhead as Joseph Boren, 25. He was arrested on a misdemeanor obstruction charge. After 8 hours in custody, Boren was released from jail under his own recognizance. Boren is scheduled for April 17th court appearance.
Lock him up.
Damn right. Throw away the key. Jesus. There's some weird shit going down. Couple caught having oral sex in dining room at McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Yeah, this is... okay, meet Conrad Jablecki. The 30-year-old Maryland man has been charged with indecent exposure and open lewdness. Hey, I'll take open lewdness and add that to the list, definitely. After he engaged in oral sex with a woman in the dining room of a Pennsylvania McDonald's, cops report. According to investigators, Jablecki and a woman who has not yet been apprehended, or she's on the run, she's gone on the lam. She's like, they ain't catching me. They ain't taking me alive. You can't stop me sucking dick at McDonald's. You'll never take me alive. Fuck this shit, I'm out of here. Oh, just wiping the jizz off. Like, we gotta get this shit, gotta get this train to Mexico. Woohoo! Oh, it's been a weird morning. A woman who has not yet been apprehended. A McDonald's worker spotted the duo's illicit activity and chased them out of the restaurant, probably with a broom or something. I'm envisaging like the housekeeper from Tom and Jerry, just like, get out of here, whacking them with like some old school broom. Jablecki, who lives about 40 miles south of the McDonald's, was charged Monday in a district court criminal complaint. Jablecki's rap sheet includes convictions this year for public drunkenness and disorderly conduct. In 2012, Jablecki was sentenced to 60 days in jail and placed on probation for 2 years in connection with charges that he exposed himself to a woman and her 5-year-old daughter on a Maryland beach. No. Not good. According to his Facebook page, Jablecki works for a landscaping firm. In posts last year, he wrote about seeking a bad bitch with a mean head game. Yep, well, yeah. And a girl who is a super freak, plus funny, plus down to earth, plus spontaneous, plus drama free, plus sense of humour, plus easy to conversate with. Just talk about everything and anything. Yeah, I'd go with that. That's yeah. If you can find that in a lass, I think you'll have done very well for yourself. I mean, that's what else are you going to? He's not mentioned anything. He's doesn't seem bothered by looks, which I think is cool. He's just, he wants someone funny, down to earth, and is a super freak. I think a super freak is like someone with like a superhero, but with sort of freakish superpowers, maybe, or don't know, got 4 arms, maybe. I don't know. Well, I hope that this woman who's presumably still on the lam. This is over a year old. This article, as it turns out. So I'm afraid this is old news, but I wish her the best of luck. She's probably, I don't know, maybe she's eating a guy's ass in a Wendy's right now, or just tossing a geezer off in a Burger King. Who fucking knows? Right, what do we have? Let's play this Brolix. Oh, I need to calm down. I've got all in a fluffery buffery. Get Captain Dickhead off the screen. No need for that, is there? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if ghosts and dogs are working in cahoot, where the ghost plants the drugs and then the dog comes and knocks on you for it. It's fucking outrageous.
The combination of technology and biology. Transcendent.
Product's really just dumping it all in there, isn't he? Fuck it, throw the kitchen sink in as well. More wobs.
This is the future.
This is called Transcendent. It's on Trendkill. Prolix's own moody label. That's an absolute romper stomper. Well done, Prolix, you big cunny. Right, let's get into the important news. Self-lubricating condom can withstand at least 1,000 thrusts without losing slipperiness. The condom, which was developed by scientists, you'd fucking damn right it was, backed by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, as saucy gets, becomes slippery on contact with bodily fluids. It could be good for 1,000,000 thrusts. It's only going to need 3. Yeah, in the hope of making condoms more appealing. How would you make a condom more appealing? I don't know, maybe if it made your dick bigger, like significantly bigger. Well, but it didn't, but it did it sort of secretly so that, you know, the last year with didn't, it was like it created an optical illusion of sorts. Like maybe it was somehow a little bit like House of Mirrors sort of things, if it was maybe made out of some sort of clever magnifying glass, but not so much if you were having sex outside, that if the sun caught it, it would just roast your cock in one go. That would be good. Or if it somehow mimicked looking like a real penis but much bigger. But I don't know. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out here. These could be fucking $1 million ideas. Maybe I should go to one of those startup what are they called? Insulator? No. I don't know. You generate something like that, isn't it? Fucking Y Combinator. Oh, fuck off. The condom, which was developed by scientists backed by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, becomes slippery on contact with bodily fluids. One of the biggest turn-offs about condoms for many people is the discomfort involved when using them. Yeah, most people ain't interested in wearing a banger. So it's not doing it for them, but they should do. They should be having protected. All right, it's gone. It's gone. Conservative, protected, consensual, missionary sex once or twice a fortnight at the most, and then occasionally you would remove the banger when you want to procreate. But otherwise, the banger stays on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I would suggest. While users can add lubricant, this can be messy and disruptive. But the new condom has a special durable coating that remains slippery throughout intercourse. Good for 1,000 thrusts. However, if you are on pingers and have then taken Viagra to get it up, you may need more than 1,000 thrusts to even get anywhere close to spilling your beans. The researchers hope that this could make the condoms more appealing to use and in turn prevent the spread of STIs. During testing, the researchers found that the condoms could withstand at least 1,000 thrusts without losing slipperiness. Imagine being part of that trial. That is, I wonder whether or not do you think they gave them out to couples, or do you think that the actual scientists themselves had to do the testing? Like, oh shit, we ended up in a field of science here where it's sort of rather male-dominated. There's about 90% of us. All right, look, as it's for science, let's just partner off. Come on, let's partner off and just, grit our teeth and bear it. And, we've just got to get it. 998, 999, 1,000. All right, I think the lubricant's starting to go. We can say it's good for 1,000 thrusts. Okay, thanks. Oh, I'm really sore now. To see how people respond to the condom, the researchers asked 33 male and female participants to touch and rate a standard condom and the new self-lubricating one. All right, so I've jumped ahead a little bit there, but, okay. Results revealed that the most of the participants rated the self-lubricating condom more highly. Was there a placebo-controlled one where they didn't have or did they have a control group with no condom? I want to know. I want to know the ins and outs of this. Speaking to the BBC, Professor Mark Grinstaff from the Boston University said, "It feels a bit slimy when you handle it dry, but in the presence of water or natural fluids, it becomes really slick. You only need a little bit of fluid to activate it." The researchers now hope to carry out further tests to see how the self-lubricating condom performs in real-life settings. We can't all have sex in the lab, I'm afraid, as much as we want to. That is for scientists only on their part of their extracurricular activities. The study was published in the Royal Society Open Science Journal. Guess that sounds legitimate. Right, what else have we got here? Oh, no, oh, God. Oh, it's all terrible. Oh, it's all a disaster. Right, let's play a bit more tunage. Spectrasoul, Silence, this is a nice record. Yeah, Monkey Z in the chat, he's a man that knows what's up. They have sex robots for this kind of testing. That's sort of presumably what they're designed for. I mean, can't imagine what else they'd be designed for. You get that guy, what was he called? Like Mr. Boner Killer or something. Mr. Dollbanger. Andrew Dollbanger, who broke that sex robot by having sex too vigorously with it. Knocking it about. Don't knock sex robots around. They're going to kill us all. That's probably what's going to happen, is that they're going to have these, like, high-powered mechanical vaginas, and it's just, like, all at once, they're all just going to, whoever's having sex with them, they're just going to lop the cock straight off. And then they're going for the easy. They're picking off the weak and the lame first, because it's, it's not really your alphas that are having sex with the sex robots. It's more your sort of incel types. Your beta males. Get rid of them first as sort of a bit of a tester. Refine your techniques. And we're in business. So if you are in some way mad enough to want these shows as a podcast, they are available as one. They'll be up on the normal iTunes store probably by the end of the week, but if you cannot wait that long, there is an RSS link in the details of the video on YouTube, and also if you go to threshold.fm/archive, there's instructions about put the RSS link into your podcast app. Just add it in manually, and you're good to go. Looking at how things are getting along on Periscope, it's like one person watching. It's probably me. Alright, what a waste of time. Forget it. Shut it down, boys.
25 to life.
Oh, that one person watching is MJ Cole. That's made it all worth it. Apologies for talking absolute gobshite over this really rather nice Spectrasoul tune. It's just... stuff just be that way sometimes. This is called Silence. It's by Spectrasoul. Oh, in half a beauty. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Bad news, I'm afraid. Bad news. Price of pint of beer could soar to £10 as experts warn of global shortage of barley due to climate change. Well, there's a lot to unpack in that title. They've really managed to cram it all in. You've got an experts warn. Oh, those experts. Can you trust the experts? Can you really trust the experts? Global shortage. Oh, it's a worry. Climate change. Price of beer. God, it's all going off, isn't it? How could I not click on that headline? If your go-to drink in the pub is a pint of beer, you might want to start looking at alternative options. What, they're going to have fucking robot beers or something? A new study has revealed that climate change could lead to a global shortage of beer. Right, I haven't read any more of this. I often do myself a disservice by not reading the articles before I actually read them out on the show. Like, maybe if I read them first, I wouldn't fucking stumble all over all the words. But I'm going to go out on a limb with this and say that often the way these things work with these sort of studies, these experts say and scientists say, is that first of all, the newspaper actually comes up with something. It's like, right, how can we link two things to get a lot of clicks? Climate change, that's a hot issue. Beer, people love beer, but people hate paying too much for beer. Is there some way that we can have a little, that we can get the two? All right, so they will basically then work with some quote unquote scientist, quote unquote expert, to work out basically how they go. All right, yeah, well, I guess if climate change made the world hotter by a couple of degrees, it would be difficult to grow barley. It would be harder, and so therefore I guess the price of barley would go up. That would mean the price of beer would go up. Bang in! Climate change is going to bring the price of beer up to fucking 10 quid. Perfect. That's my hypothesis. A new study has revealed that climate change could lead to a global shortage of beer. Scientists from the University of East Anglia and University of California, Irvine warn that increasingly widespread and severe drought and heat may affect the yields of barley worldwide. In turn, this could affect the supply used to make beer, resulting in dramatic falls in beer consumption, as well as soaring beer prices. Dr. Stephen Davis, co-author of the study, said, The world is facing many life-threatening impacts of climate change, so people having to spend a bit more on beer may seem trivial by comparison. It's fucking not trivial. You're absolutely mad. Beer is the one thing that makes this life worth living. Jesus, without beer, we might as well just throw ourselves off a cliff. God's sake. Bloody climate change. Climate change is a weird one. I like how climate change has become like a left-wing, right-wing issue. Like, it surely, presumably, like, wanting to live in a world that isn't completely fucked by us and then by nature on top of that would be something that we would sort of be able to jointly get behind. Whereas, like, if you're right-wing or conservative now, you also have to be a climate change denier. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, you're not in the club if you don't deny climate change. Go fuck yourself.
Lobsters.
But there is definitely a cross-cultural appeal to beer. Yeah, and not having a cool pint at the end of an increasingly common hot day just adds insult to injury. In the study, the team modelled scenarios based on current and expected future levels of fossil fuel burning and carbon dioxide emissions. Their models revealed that in the worst case, parts of the world where barley is grown could experience more frequent droughts and heat waves. Okay, so a few clues there. Their models revealed that in the worst case, the absolute worst case, the parts of the world where barley is grown could experience more frequent droughts and heat waves. Yeah, could. I guess aliens could come along and steal all the barley, and then where would we be? And then where would we be? Consequently, barley crop yields could drop by up to 17%. Damn. Dr. Nathan Muller, co-author of the study, said current levels of... Sorry, I'll do the voice. Current levels of fossil fuel consumed and CO2 pollution, business as usual, will result in the worst-case scenario of more weather extremes negatively impacting the world's beer basket. Our study showed that even modest warming will lead to increases in drought and excessive heat events in barley-growing areas. He's from a very confusing part of the world, clearly. The researchers also revealed how this drop in yield will affect the price of beer. Well, yeah, obviously the price is going to go up. Bollocks. No, I'm calling bullshit on that one. I mean, I'm not calling bullshit on climate change. That's I think that I don't think barley is real. So, I mean, have you ever actually seen it? We're told that beer is made out of barley, but I've never seen beer being made. Is beer even real? I think that's what we need to get at next. Is beer real? Probably not. Probably it's just sort of just drain water, isn't it? I mean, that's what most IPAs taste like these days. Just got some drain water, bit of sick and a bit of potpourri, stuffed it in a fucking barrel, and then made hipsters in plaid shirts who vape paid fucking 18 quid a pint for it. Smart business, actually, to be honest. It's that sort of free market capitalism I can get behind. Right, what have we got here? This is called Dum Dum. It's by the Upbeats, and it's a fucking banger. It's off that same album, No Sleep Till Japan and Iceland. Play one of them Eddie Solo tunes next. Dum got a sample in it that I've used before. Bit of fun. This is called Dum Dum. It's by the Upbeats. Canny bunch of lads. Handsome lads. Well built. Powerful, particularly in the lower quarters. I mean, they obviously work out. CrossFit, maybe. They're on a high-protein diet. Actually, I think they might be on the roids. Don't quote me on that. See that in the Metro tomorrow. Rankin says Upbeats on the roids. Scientists warn that steroids in drum and bass is a real problem now. Right. More climate change hysteria from people that probably don't know what they're talking about. I mean, they probably know what they're talking about a lot more than I do. I've got no fucking clue, but I think anyone can say that. Black Death could be unleashed on world again when frozen bacteria freed from melting ice caps. Oh, shit. The Great Plague was one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, wiping out 75 to 200 million people, almost as devastating as Jump Up. Deadly diseases trapped in ice caps for thousands of years could be unleashed on the world again by global warming, a top professor has said. That's a professor, not a scientist, in case you were wondering. Epidemics such as the Black Death could pose another threat on the human race if the Earth's atmosphere continues to heat up. Pete Frankopan, that's not a real name, Professor of Global History and Director for the Oxford Centre of Byzantine Research, warned that these disease pandemics could be caused by the inevitable melting of the ice. He's a humanities professor. Like, what you in the lab doing research on this? Like, are you a biochemist, a biologist of some kind? No, you teach history. Like, I really, come on. This is ridiculous. His message comes as a report that said the world has only 12 years to stop catastrophic climate change. Otherwise, we're all going to die from the Black Death and or Jump Up. I wonder which one will take us first. I don't know. I've heard some recent Jump Up, and I think in the wrong hands, it could be deadly. Yeah, it could be. Impacts of climate change from the drought to rising seas. What's it going to be, drought or rising seas? Come on, make your fucking mind up. Will be less extreme if temperatures rise. If temperature rises are curbed at 1.5 centigrade above pre-industrial levels, and then if they climb to 2 centigrade or more, the UN-backed study says. Hey, look, I'm not hating on climate change. I don't know much about it, but I'm sure it's real. But come on, if history teachers are going, yeah, but what about the Black Death? It's like, of course you're going to say that. You're a history teacher. Like, it's going to cause the Third Reich again. Like, no, look, I think you might be like trying to adapt your framework onto something else, like for attention. It's like, what are the I don't know, maths teachers saying, oh, it's going to fuck with geometry and algebra and stuff. What are you talking about? Yeah, climate change. Oh, it's going to mess up all the numbers. All the calculators are going to explode. Are you all right? Have you been taking legal highs? No, shut up. Honestly, your trigonometry is going to be out the window with climate change. Please, we've got to do something about it. Can you fund my research? No, shut up. You're losing your mind. Limiting warming to 1.5 centigrade is possible, but will require fast and far-reaching changes to power generation, including industry, transport, buildings, and potential shifts in lifestyle, such as eating less meat. Don't do that. That's not true. It will also require action to take less carbon emissions out of the atmosphere. And Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change have said exactly that. But Professor Frankopan said there is absolutely no chance that nation-states will keep below the 1.5 degree increase, and we all have the Black Death to look forward to. No. I'm gonna stick with the price of beer going up as more likely than Black Death. I think we live in quite different times now to when was the Black Death, like 400 years ago or something. I think we know a little bit more about this sort of thing. Anyway, right, I think perhaps I've got a little bit too far out of my box, and maybe I need to rein myself in a little bit. Let's play some. I'm going to play that Ed Solo bit. Yeah, it's nice. It's called Trigger Warning.
It's really hard being triggered all the time, and I'm not kidding, it's all the time for me at this point. I get dressed in the morning, I'm triggered. I take a shower, I'm triggered. I get in the car, I'm triggered. I go home hop, I'm triggered. I leave my house, I'm triggered. I just can't get away from it.
This is a trigger warning.
I'm triggered.
It's a naughty bit, Mr. Solo.
I'm triggered.
This is a trigger warning.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have just about enough time left to shout out the VIP list. This is a list of very important people that are helping keeping this show alive and the station alive.
I'm triggered.
If you want to support us, you can go to Patreon. There are various links on the website and also in the description of the YouTube video. And if you donate more than $10 a month or more, you get your name on this VIP list and I'll shout you out every goddamn show. The VIP list is currently as follows: Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Oliver Hooper, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Tony Hark, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy and Tom Camm. A list of bad motherfuckers. And if you want your name on that list, shouted out every show, just hit up our Patreon page and throw a little bit of the good stuff our way and we'll get you on there. We should have, hopefully, merch up in the next week or so. Hopefully some t-shirts, some sweatshirts and some mugs. Those double drop in the 9 mugs, I think I'm going to give away for free to some of the Patreon lot. And that's all I have to say on the subject. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm here at 10 a.m. every weekday morning and also on Thursday at 3 p.m. for Rankin's Records. And also, I should inform you that vocal legend MC Jakes will be joining me on Friday for a chat about anything and everything drum and bass and just about fucking what's going on in the world, what's going on in his life and stuff. I'm interested. I want to know. If you have any questions for MC Jakes, then post them in the comments here or go to the Threshold Facebook page or tweet them to me or go to my high ranking. Just fucking, you can find me. I'm easy to find. Nothing works. Forget it. Right. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you very much for watching. Don't let your memes be dreams. Increase the peace. And God bless you all. I'm big fans of you all generally. And I just want you all to keep doing what you're doing. That's about it, really.